Welcome back, Bravehearts. I'm Dr. Darrell Wolf, and guess what? This is real people, real healing, and today we're going to be talking about weight loss done healthy and naturally. Oh, like that's going to happen, okay? Seriously? Okay, before I bring on Marcia, okay? Marcia's with us today, and what I do in Real People, Real Healing is we will actually do a consultation. We'll dive into some of the emotional, some of the mental, and then we'll do some of the nutritional, some of the physical, and we're going to build her what we call a perfect day. Now, understand this. Unless you're going to strategize, then guess what? Then you're never going to realize your real health. And that's the truth. You're never going to realize your real health. And understand something. Don't worry, we'll keep an eye on it for you. How many doctors say, don't worry, we'll keep an eye on it for you? Nobody's keeping an eye on anything. They don't live behind your toilet. They don't live under your bed. And understand, they're not keeping an eye on anything. They're just going to watch for when you have what they call a disease, when there are no diseases, just you being out of alignment, infected and inflamed. You get it? Infected and inflamed. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If you need to lose weight or gain weight, okay, and you are on, oh, you're not going to like this, but you just need to be on, if your child needs to lose weight, which many children do, I hope you know that 1 out of 4 children in the United States is obese, okay? 60% of children now are overweight, okay? All right, are you ready for this? 94% on average across the board is overweight or obese in the United States of America. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm trying to tell you, you got ruled and screwed. And I'm trying to tell you right now, you ready for this? We could build a weight loss program for Marcia. But guess what? She doesn't need a weight loss program. She needs to disinfect. She needs to get rid of the infection in her body and the inflammation. But how is she going to do that? You do know that 99% of the natural health practitioners don't understand that blue light poisoning, it's all blue light. Whether it's coming off this TV, whether it's coming off this iPad, whether it's coming off a computer, whether it's coming off your iPhone, whether it's coming off the LED lighting in your house, whether it's coming off the lights shining in your eyes from another car, whether it's coming off the lights from in a mall, whether it's coming, guess what? I live in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico. And you know what? There's this 250-seat theater, like the old theaters, big, old, beautiful here. And tomorrow night, we're going to go watch Grand Prix with Brad Pitt. I will be wearing these. These are called Tesla eyewear. Now, most people are not going to do this. They're not going to wear Tesla eyewear. They might go buy some cheap blue blockers, some for the day and some for the night, but they're not going to invest into glasses that would actually, these are made by Tesla. Tesla invented these. Okay, these are called C60 fluorine lenses. They're called Tesla Lightwear. You'll see them on my website, but they take blue light and transform it into healing light from my brain and my eyes. Has anybody noticed that people can't lose weight anymore? Well, blue light poisoning causes the worst free radical damage, more worse than anything you drink and anything that you eat. Did you get what I just said? And most people believe that it's the V that are creating all these turbo diseases, but it's actually the blue light poisoning. Why don't you ask anybody that goes and does work on a computer how their headaches are, how their stress is, how their mood swings, how, guess what, their sex drive is gone, how they have a burning in their mouth, they have a burning in their eyes. Okay, understand something. I have somebody that you know. This name is known all around the world. Okay, this is somebody that everybody knows that's into natural health. Okay, and almost everybody knows this person's name. And they called me up today to buy not blue light blockers, but Tesla Lightwear. Does anybody know why? This person, people, millions follow this person, and guess what? He has cataracts. He had an organic diet, all natural, consults thousands and thousands of people all over the world. And he's got cataracts. He ate properly. He took his nutraceuticals. But guess what? He was always on his phone, always on his computer. And guess what? People are getting eye damage and they're getting cataracts because blue light destroys the brain. Understand, that's 12 o'clock noon light, and you're only supposed to have it at 12 noon. Do you ever go try to look at the sun at 12 noon? It's hard on the eyes, isn't it? It's hard on the eyes. Radiation. Well, guess what? You're doing that all day long. You know what? We are morons. Human beings are moronic because they have moronic beliefs, and it's not their fault. They've been driven. They've been driven this way. Understand this. Did you ever notice that the majority never has it right? Did you ever notice that the majority is obese or overweight? Did you ever notice that the majority are running to the doctor taking drugs to get rid of the pain because of the inflammation? But it was actually the infection from the blue light and from what they ate and they drank and they thought. So understand that. You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. And you can believe this or not. But here's the reality. So there's a new government in town, correct? And everybody thinks that everything's going to change. Do you know, this is no molehill. This is a mountain. This is a tsunami, okay, of lies and deceit. Okay, 1% of the food. So if Marsha wants to lose weight, does she know that 1% of the food in a supermarket is edible right now? Only 1%. Why don't you just walk through the supermarket and challenge me that I'm wrong? Do it. Does she know that? Does she know that if she drank structured water, it hydrates the body, and if she put a Beyond Ormus electrolytes in it, that's so important because that's the only hydratable water. It's truly the only. People don't even have the basic, simple stuff. And understand something. She's going to undermine everything. If she works on a computer, she's finished. And people don't get it. And the only way she's going to be able to lose weight is to starve herself nutritionally, because blue light, okay, creates fat cells in your brain and throughout your body faster than anything else. So listen, we already had an overweight problem 25 years ago. Okay, that would bring us back to the year 2000. If you go and you take a look at the beach in 1970, there wasn't one person overweight. They were all lean, keen, and they were toned. And now you go look at the beach and go to any beach picture, I don't care where you go, and you're going to have a trouble finding one person lean and toned. And tell me I'm wrong. So understand, we got to understand the landscape. We have to understand what's actually going on right now. For Marsha to actually get well, she's going to have to break away from the herd. How is she going to do it? If she's got a husband who doesn't want to change his diet, good luck, Marsha. If she's got children that are so addicted to processed foods, good luck, because now she's going to have to detox her drug-addicted kids, because all processed foods have glyphosate in it. All animal products, unless they were actually poison-free, I won't say organic, but poison-free, have antibiotics in them. So where do we begin? Where do we end? And understand, I get it. Everything is about getting on a keto diet. But a keto diet will whip back in your face. How many people know that we need protein? And how many people know that if you get too much protein, guess what? It will bite you in the butt, not this year, not next year, but go on a heavy animal keto diet and don't know how to detox, and it'll whip in your face in 10 years so hard, you'll be wishing that you would have listened. I mean, people don't realize that even fruit is 8% protein. Fruit. So there are fruitarians, right? And then we've got the strongest person in the world, and he is actually a whole plant-based eater. That's different than a vegetarian. When I was a vegetarian, when I was younger, I was the sickest I ever was. I was healthier when I was eating animal products. But then when I realized it was all about whole plant-based food, all about vibration, all about light, all about nutrition, not being organic, because I don't believe in organic. That's another BS story. That's just a jack up and pay tons of money. And that's because anybody who puts organic on their label has to pay the government $10,000 minimum to be certified. And then guess what? There is a heavy-duty pesticide, herbicide that's natural that will destroy your life, and it's only allowed on organic because it's organic. Isn't that something? It's not allowed on commercially grown foods. It's not allowed because it's too toxic. That's what they say. So everything's messed up, and then you got to watch out now because you could even find a peel label on your food. So look at. It's nobody's fault that the world is overweight and obese. But understand something. You have to understand that for every pound you're overweight, that's another 4 pounds on your knees. So if you're 40 pounds overweight, you have 160 extra pounds on each knee. Okay? And knee replacements, oh my God, you can wait 2 years for a knee replacement now. And understand, and this isn't a sales pitch, but I give a money-back guarantee that if you come to us, you're not getting a knee replacement or we'll refund your money, and we'll only do one non-surgical, one cell sonic regeneration treatment. And if we don't prove it to you in that first treatment, we'll just refund your money. Because everybody, you need to understand something. Doctors are dangerous. Say it out loud. Doctors are dangerous. Okay? And understand this. If you've got a weight loss problem, you don't have a weight loss problem. You have a I'm inflamed problem. I'm infected problem. Does anybody know that all fat cells are created to hold inflammation and infection? Okay? Until you hopefully wake up. The more fat cells you have, the more infected, more inflamed you are. And guess what? If you're a bit of an emotional roller coaster person, you're even going to have more weight than everybody else because you're going to be dumping histamine, adrenaline, cortisol, and you're not going to be dumping dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, those happy, healthy hormones and chemicals. Oh, and by the way, are you ready? 30 seconds on blue light, you just stopped your hormone production properly. 30 seconds, it stops on blue light. So right now, Marsha's on, and guess what? She's hormonally out of balance. She's been waiting for me now for about 5 minutes. So she's out of balance, and she will stay out of balance. And then at the end of the day, her hormones won't come back into balance if she's been out of balance for 8 hours. And does anybody know what blue light poisoning does? Okay, all right. It steals your electrons. So if she doesn't go out and ground or get a grounding mat for her bed, a grounding sheet for the bottom for her, over top of her, and a grounding pillow, right? She'll never restore the electrons. So you can forget it. Okay? She's going to try to starve herself well, go on maybe Ozempic, and then guess what? She's going to destroy her kidneys and destroy her whole immune system. But we all get desperate, don't we? And desperation is a killer. All right? So the reality is this. What are you going to do? Because the majority of people that are overweight, they don't know that it's blue light poisoning. And they think, and then when they go and they buy blue blockers, they don't realize it slows it down, but it doesn't transform it into a healing light frequency to actually balance your brain. So understand something. 5 years from now, we have a tsunami of sickness that we've never seen in the history of this planet. Okay? Because everybody lives on their phone or lives on their iPad or lives on their computer. They watch TV, they go to the mall, they go to the doctor's office. I mean, how many people don't have LED lighting in their house? How many people in their house have full spectrum lighting? You're not going to find it. So we were set up. So it's not your fault. So Marsha, it's not your fault. How are you doing, sweetie?
Okay.
So what did you think of that?
Oh, everything you said's right. Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, it's like this. Everybody that heard this and never heard it before, oh, well, he's a snake oil salesman just trying to sell his products. And see, the thing is what people don't understand is their own subconscious. People don't understand your subconscious doesn't think, it just runs programs. And that's why, everybody thinks there's a big savior coming and we're all going to get saved and hallelujah, brother. Okay, and I'm not talking about the religious thing, so don't pick on me, anyone. I'm talking about people believe that their doctor's going to save them, the government's going to save them, somebody's going to save them, nobody's going to save you, and that's that. And just remember, guys, it won't take long before I prove that what I just said is absolutely correct. Okay, by September, you'll have that wake-up call pretty fast. Okay, all right. So, Marcia.
Yes.
Tell me about yourself, sweetie. What's going on?
Well, I am 66 years old. I have had a weight problem for quite some time, at least 10 years. My blood pressure's elevated, and I've been, of course,
Hey, one second. So you had a weight problem. So that goes up and down, correct?
more up than down.
Yeah, it goes up and down. That's what I mean. It goes up and down. It's like this, everybody. It's like the guy who goes to put his pants on in the morning. He has to let out 2 notches by the afternoon. And guess what that is? Well, that's just infection creating inflammation. Now it's water retention and gas. Oh yeah, that's right. He's not going to have a heart attack right away, but he's going to have a fart attack. And the reality is that even your shoes, by the end of the day, your shoes feel tighter because you're retaining more water, because when you get tired, the parasites, the bad bacteria, and the fungus, they poop in you, okay? And also they breed in you. And when your resistance comes down, and understand something, everyone, I don't believe in parasite cleanses. I don't believe in bad bacteria cleanses. I don't believe in worm cleanses or fungal cleanses, because when you learn how to create a perfect day, Marcia, if you decide to, but you're going to have to get over all, do you think you're going to get over all your addictions, Marcia? And you have addictions. You do know that, right?
Yes.
And you're full of addictions when it comes to food.
I took and seen you on the web and started listening to you, and everything you're saying is right.
Well, no, not everything. I find myself wrong a fair bit too.
A lot of it's right.
Okay. All right.
I also have, my blood pressure's been elevated for quite some time as well.
That's your large intestine, and that is your large intestine lacking tone. And I'm going to tell you right now, you've backed up about 20 meals. So you've got about 20 bowel movements that are actually congested, dehydrated, and they're stuck inside your large intestine. And you've been absorbing waste for not 10 years, even though you only had a weight problem, you say, for 10 years. You've been doing it for about 40 years. And the reality is that your liver is a filter. Do you own a car?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever change the filter of the oil?
Yes.
Okay, well, when's the last time you had your oil and filter changed in your body? Never.
Mm-mm.
So that's it. And guess what? You want to know something?
Yes.
You know why people are overweight? They're rotting out.
Hmm?
They're rotting out, and you know it.
That.
You have felt more pain, more pressure, more nauseousness in your lower abdomen and in your low back than anywhere else. Yes or no?
Yeah, probably. Yes.
No, you're just used to it now. You do know that 95% of all low back surgeries, 98% of all hip replacements and knee replacements are because people have been pooping in their pelvis, because their large intestine, through glyphosate and antibiotics and other drugs and chemicals, the tight junction, the lining is open now, and that's what they call leaky gut. There's no leaky gut, it's leaky large intestine. I was dealing with a gentleman who told that he had celiac of a small intestine. He's been fighting with that for 10 years. I said, they don't know what they're talking about. It's your large intestine. No, the problem's in my small intestine. I said, the problem may be in your small intestine, but the answer is in your large intestine. And I proved that over the last 10 days. I just talked to him this morning. He said he's never felt better in 10 years. So
also,
everybody needs to understand, you got to get the cork out and you got to change the filter. That's it.
All right. And
That
I know I bloat, and then I also have like mucus, of a morning. I have a lot of mucus, it seems like, and it can be from
where in your bowel movements?
no, spitting it up through my
Okay,
mouth,
well, guess
my
what?
throat.
Does everybody know that if you're spitting up mucus, that your bowel's loaded with it?
Oh my.
Okay, understand, it all happens from the ground up, from the bottom up, from the inside out. Got it?
Got it.
And that's everything from skin conditions to eczema to psoriasis to cancer that they call cancer, which just is a hyperinflated cell. Okay? It's all from the large intestine. You know what? I'm waiting patiently for an oncologist, proctologist, medical doctor, someone to come on and challenge me on my show. I'm waiting. Understand?
I'd like to see that too.
I want to see it because guess what? It'll be a beautiful show. And then maybe we can get hundreds of thousands of people to wake up to the fact that the most important thing, the large intestine first, the liver second. I don't care if you've got pimples all the way to a tumor. If you don't work on your large intestine and liver, it doesn't matter about anything else, even your lungs. Okay?
So what do I need to do?
What do you need to do? Well, why don't we talk a little bit more about you? Go ahead.
I take care of my husband. He has Parkinson's, and I'm his caregiver. We go out. I mean, we still go to our job every week.
Well, for one thing, you know, it's reversible. Parkinson's is reversible.
I believe that too.
Okay, and understand something. I've never seen anything get reversed. I've only seen it being suppressed and pushed back into the body until the person blows up. Okay, if you want to go the other route. Okay, if your husband really wants to reverse it, he can reverse it. Look, the human body's amazing. Anything you create, you can uncreate. Remember, 99% of the population, they get sick because the subconscious runs your life. And the subconscious is 90% of your brain. And the subconscious was programmed to actually slowly destroy us by the time we're 50, you know, because they're done with us. Everything is planned out, timed out. And then by the time you're 50, you're going to go in and spend all that money you saved for yourself to try to get your health back, okay? And now you're going to lose your wealth. And it's a big setup. It's a huge setup, okay? And everybody's looking for the miracle. Stem cells. Okay, everything else. You know what? I have had so many people call me and go, Dr. Wolf, you know, I had stem cells and it only lasted for 2 months. Most I've ever heard is 6 months, okay? You can make your own stem cells if you do advanced water fasting. And guess what? We're talking about a couple $100. And you can make $100,000 of stem cells in a 6-day advanced water fast. You know what I did? I just commissioned the most advanced team that makes apps on the world to create the most efficient and the largest fasting app, and it'll be done in 5 months. And there's nothing like it. And understand something, love. You know, we go a step at a time. You know, I'm going to tell you what I would do if I was in your shoes here today. And then I want you to go and check out everything I said, and then I want you to bring in one of your skeptic family members, okay? And then they can come back on a show and challenge me, okay? I love it. Just bring it on, okay? Yeah, everybody's always got something to say, but I want people to challenge my logic because there's no way around it. You're going to have to learn how to love and care for yourself. Love and care for yourself. That's it. And if you don't want to do it, then you're not going to make it there, okay? I don't want you buying tons of nutraceuticals. We are going to teach you on doing so many different things about in the first hour in the morning is called the power hour. The last one at night is called the power hour. You know, just learning how to do things differently. But will your husband be on your side?
He has no other choice.
Well, you know what? Thank you for being a very powerful woman, okay? Because understand something. I can talk to 10 women and 9 out of 10 will have nothing to do with natural health, even if it looks like they're ready to blow, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more.
He's going to do this with me, but he's been this way since 2018, and I've been taking care of him all this time. But I keep him motivated, and like I said, keep him. We go.
Does he want to? Does he want to be well, or does he like being
Rick,
served?
do you want to be well? He says yes. He's in the other room.
Oh, really? Really?
Yes.
Well, what's he got to live for? Does he have anything to live for?
Yes, he has He has children and grandchildren.
No, that's not a good enough reason.
Oh, okay, that's not a good enough reason.
No, that's a terrible reason.
Okay.
Terrible reason. Really? I'm going to live for the grandchildren. Really?
Well,
what's his passion? What's his purpose? That's what you both need to decide. Okay? All right? What's your passion and purpose?
Okay.
What's your goals? What's your passion? What's your purpose?
All right.
You know, that's just, that reminded me of the universal income thing they want to bring out. When we no longer have a passion and a purpose, okay, you watch. And I don't care if people are getting a half decent universal income check. They're going down and they're leaving. Okay, we need passion. We need purpose. What's your purpose? What's your passion? Okay, what is it?
I know we farm and he wants to get back out into the field and farm, and he was an auctioneer by trade and he'd like to do that again.
Well, then guess what? Here's his little gift. I want him to state out loud and proud, okay? How did I ever get back to farming? How did I become so healthy? Why do I feel so young again? How did I get all this energy? Get off your knees, stop begging God, please, and guess what? Stop begging for it and stop hoping and groping, okay? How did I get this healthy? And the universe is going to give you and bring you signs and signals how to get there.
Okay.
How did I ask the question? Why am I so healthy? How did I get so healthy? How am I able to work all day and I love my life? This is the things. This is where we need to be. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's get back to you.
I don't know what else there is to tell about me.
Well, why don't we just talk about what did you have for breakfast?
Well, I had a piece of toast with apricot jelly on it. It was homemade bread, though. But
I really don't care. Bread's dead.
Bread is dead. That's right.
And there's glyphosate in that bread.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't really care. Oh yeah, but Dr. Wolf, I put so much love into it. Okay, then why are you blowing up? Okay?
Yes.
You need bread like you need a hole in your head. Okay? You don't want bread, girl. Why did you start off with bread? Because Dr. Wolf, I'm addicted to sugar.
It was quick and easy.
And no, it's because you know what's quick and easy?
What?
Watermelon.
Yes, but
watermelon with seeds, that is easier than the bread.
But it seems like my lifestyle is I don't have enough time for me.
Yeah, but you know why? Because guess what? When you go to bed, you're exhausted, and when you wake up, you're exhausted because
you got that right.
because you're a breadhead. Okay? You're not eating live food, you're eating dead food. So the more you cook, the worse you look, the more you fry, the sooner you die. Okay, all right?
Yes, I know that. I've been listening to you.
Well, I'm telling you right now that it's all wrong, and you should not even be eating until 11 or 12 o'clock. You need to fast. Let's make this really clear. If we have to do 2 sessions, would you like to do 2 sessions if we need to?
Yes.
This will be part 1, and the other one will be part 2. Okay? Okay? I'm just kidding. Okay, so here's the deal. From 12 noon until 8 o'clock, that's the grazing period. And when I say grazing, I'm telling you that you're only allowed to eat twice a day.
Okay.
I eat once a day for 4 days, 5 days out of the week, and then the other 2 or 3 I might eat twice a day. Okay, today all I had was lemonade because I felt like it. Just lemonade, and I had my nutraceuticals. Okay?
Okay.
All right? There's lots of times, like I'm going to tell you everything. Did they tell you anything to go read or watch before you came on?
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yes. I printed it off and read it.
And did
Yes.
you watch any videos?
I watched a couple, but I didn't watch them all. No.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right. You still passed the test. Thank you. So
There's
let's
a lot
just
of
talk.
information, good information on there.
Yeah, well, it's really more simple than you think. So 12 to 8 o'clock, okay, that's when we can eat, right?
Okay. Yes.
And what do you think? Do you think live food would make you more alive, or dead food would make you more alive?
Definitely the live food.
Okay, so
Make
is
you more
bread
alive.
alive?
No, it's not.
What did you have for lunch?
Well, again, I didn't have time. I got chips.
You're not
right.
allowed to,
So-
you're
all
not,
right, so I
one
got-
second, sweetie, you're not allowed to make one more excuse.
All right, so I had chips.
Understand something. Do you see how much I do?
Yeah.
No offense, but I guarantee you that I do 3 to 4 times more during the day than you do.
You probably do.
And understand, I will never say I never had enough time to care or love me. You don't, and understand, I want you to get this. Whether you want to believe it or not, your parents, your grandparents, and your great-grandparents were programmed not to love themselves because that was a sin. Not to care for themselves, that was a sin. They were taught to suffer because suffering is how you show you love your family, and you're going to care for everyone else when you don't even know how to care for you. And that's why we're in this mess right now. And that's why we're in this mess on this planet.
I agree.
If we were to love, honor, and respect ourselves and know how to care for ourselves, and we knew what actual disrespect was, we wouldn't allow anybody to feed us and poison us like this, okay? And understand, the majority of the population has always been wrong, yes or no?
Yes.
They've been wrong about everything.
Everything. I'm finding that out. Yes.
Oh,
they
really,
have.
really? Yeah, and
Yeah.
the majority still thinking their hero is just about here. And understand, if you want to go from victim to hero, it's got to be you. If you want to go from patient to practitioner, it's got to be you. If you want to know what unconditional love is, it's got to come from you to you.
Okay.
You know, I have one of the most beautiful partners, and she really is. And I do not demand that she needs to make me feel loved. I know what my worth is. I fill up my own heart. I guarantee you, you and your husband are still waiting for the big love, romance to show itself, but it'll never show itself. It only shows itself in the first 1 year to 2 years of marriage, and then it just goes downhill from there, baby. And that's because we've never been taught that we're never allowed to totally fill up our own heart and then shine that light on each other. And that's how you rock it on this planet.
Okay.
And then you tell me I'm wrong. You tell me one more couple that you have that you know that they are healthy, happy, okay? And they're rocking this thing and they're minding their own business, and it doesn't matter what's going on outside their life. They just have the most beautiful life. Who are they? You can't tell me.
Mm-mm.
That's
No.
right. So understand,
Right.
to actually get what you deserve on this planet, you got to crack your coconut from the inside out, and you've got to open up your subconscious, and you've got to take a look at every belief system that's built on BS. Belief system built on BS. And
Okay.
that's it. Your belief system created your body, created the house you lived in, created the work, the job you have, the husband you have, the children you have. And understand it, we don't want to go in and take a look at our belief systems, like we would open up a menu at the restaurant and only focus on what we want to eat. Don't focus on the belief systems that keep stumbling you.
Okay.
And think about this, and then we'll get back to the physical, but this is important. How often do you make your husband feel guilty if he's not there for you on some level? Or how often does he do it to you? And understand, he does it to you way more often than you do it to him, okay? And he does it all the time, and he makes you feel guilty if you're not helping his crippled butt. And don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I've got 25 years of psychology, and I can do a consult on a couple and turn them around in 2 hours. Turn it all around and have no guilty party. Because guess what? Your husband is who he is from his programming from 0 to 7. Not his fault, but it's his responsibility to get into that subconscious and go into brainwash boot camp to get rid of the belief system that actually created the Parkinson's. Because the Parkinson's is a belief system.
Okay.
Okay, well, tell me, okay, then guess what? Both of my parents passed on before I was 55. You know what? I was the middle in my family. There was 3 boys, and I'm just rocking it here, okay? And I won't tell you the story of the other 2 boys, but the reality is it's this. It's all about this.
I agree.
And you know it. One minute you're up, next minute you're down. And understand, you waver just like this all the time with your emotions.
That's
and it's
probably
exhausting.
true.
It's exhausting,
Yeah,
hey, Marsha?
exhausting is right.
And remember something, we've never talked before. I never
No.
met Marsha until I said, hello, Marsha, did I? Because
No.
Marsha, guess what? Ever since I was 12 years old, I can look at a person or even just hear them on the phone and I've already got them. I never even saw your husband, but I'm telling you that he depends on you way too much. And now you have this love-hate thing. You don't hate him, but it's like sometimes it's just like, enough already. Enough already. And guess what? You want to love him, but it's so hard to love him because you're running on exhaustion. Because there's no time left for you.
That is true.
Yeah, and I know it. I see it.
Yeah.
I feel it, I should say. I don't see it, I feel it. Okay? So do you understand this is why we do this consult first?
Yes.
Because maybe I'll just scare you off.
No.
And the reality that just means that guess what? You weren't ready.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here because I want to change.
And guess what? He may not. Are you okay with that? Because
That's all right, but that's gonna be his choice.
Right now, I'm going to tell you, it's 40-60.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He's not buying this. Okay? And the only time he's going to buy it, and guess what? This might be what you don't want to hear. He's only going to buy it when you start getting healthier and you make him more responsible.
I've been telling him he's going to have to start doing more stuff for himself and that he
Oh,
can.
when's that going to happen?
Well, I have been doing that. I mean, I've not been doing everything that I had been doing before. And I've been telling him that, I said, you can do this. You can change.
So here's the deal. You do understand something. You wanted something broken, and he wanted someone to fix him. You see? So unless he wants to change his personality, and you want to change your personality, you're going nowhere, girl. So just buckle up, because it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride. Okay?
I will.
Okay.
Because I
All
want
right.
to change. And I
Well,
want
let's
him to change too, but
All right.
that's going to be up to him.
Okay, so let's go back. And if anybody has any questions, when I'm done here, I will answer them. So if you have any questions, you can send them in. So here we go. So from 12 o'clock until 8 o'clock, that's when we call that the feasting period. And it
Okay.
doesn't mean we eat. And I want you to know something, okay, just so you know. When have you felt the most energy? When you ate a meal or when you felt beautiful?
Say that again. When I ate a meal or what?
When did you have the most energy? When you ate a meal or when you felt beautiful?
I felt beautiful, probably.
Oh God, probably? Don't probably me. That was your
Yes.
subconscious. Your subconscious is not allowed to be in the middle of our conversation here.
Okay. When I felt beautiful.
Okay, so understand something. The true energy comes from the invisible, because the invisible that's truly you is your spirit. And when your spirit is being fed, you will have 10 times more energy than any meal.
Okay.
That's why I don't have to eat. You know what? You couldn't make me feel bad if you tried. And I'm not saying you would. I'm just trying to tell you, the world, if your husband's not in a good mood, then he doesn't want anyone else in a good mood. Let me see the next time he's in a bad mood and you're in a good mood, and watch how he doesn't do it intentionally, but how he derails your happiness. Understand something. The day that you say that, guess what? I will not be affected or infected by other people's moods. Okay? I will protect my vibration. My vibration's everything. If you want to spend less money with me, then you're going to protect your vibration. You're going to wear a slight smile. You're going to get a love band, life band, and you're going to do this. That's a kiss. And pretty soon they're going to make it illegal for kissing, probably in the United States, because that's where it's all going, is the hell in a basket. But the reality is, this is a kiss. This is snapping me back to the present. And this is, I'm not doing this anymore. When you tell your husband, or you tell anyone that I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do that, you just snap your little band and you go, I got this. I'm sticking to this. When you are feeling love for yourself and your family, and you know what's best for yourself and them, because you want to empower yourself and them, that's when this comes in. I got this. 3, 2, 1, that was the old me. 3, 2, 1, I love and approve of me. Okay, and when you count 3, 2, 1, guess what? And you count backwards, your subconscious can't. So when usually you will get the guilt happening, okay, the anger, 3, 2, 1, I got this. You'll put a slight smile on your face and you'll connect to your lion heart breath, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. And guess what? You're not going to have the same 2-hour misery, 1 day, 1 week, whatever that program is that's usually happening. It's not going into the subconscious that just plays programs. So understand, I know you want to cut to other things, but remember, the emotional rules everything. And we are emotional beings, meaning that we have the ability to feel many different types of vibes. But which vibe would you like to feel? You know, like people will say, I've learned so much through my suffering, and I'll call BS, because you're still suffering. And understand, you'll learn 100 times more through joy and happiness than you will through suffering. That's another religious thing. That's a religious thing, and it's BS. Nobody learns through their suffering except that they need to stop hurting themselves and others, and that's what they're doing. That's what suffering is. You're intentionally hurting yourself and showing people that you will suffer for them or suffer over something. How am I doing?
Good.
Okay, next time say great or say not at all.
Great.
I want you to use the word great. I want to get rid of good. If I say how you doing, say good. Right?
Great.
How you doing?
Great.
No. How are you doing? Say good.
Good.
How are you doing? Now say great.
Great.
Which one feels better?
Great.
Then why are you going to say the other one?
I'm not.
So now, why don't you pick a higher vibe? Okay? So the hardest thing in your life will be changing the program that you and your husband have been running for years.
I'd say that's right.
Oh, I know. And you need to let him know, and everyone else in your family, I will love you deeper when I learn how to totally love myself. So when you see me start to change, I'm not pulling away from you. I'm actually going inside myself for the first time and looking for that beautiful little girl that I have put in a closet and said, you cannot come out and play anymore.
Okay.
Is this over your head? Are we okay?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. So from 12 until 8, that's when we eat. From 8 o'clock until 4 in the morning, That's when we digest and assimilate nutrients. And then from 4 o'clock in the morning until noon, that's when we detox. So go ahead and have your bread first thing in the morning, and you just shut your detox down.
I'm not going to have bread.
And guess
It's
what?
dead.
Next, you might as well have just taken that bread, rolled it up in a ball, and then shoved it up your rectum, because that's what it's like, a cork.
I don't want that.
And I know that. What kind of doctor is he? I definitely gets the image across, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, all right.
An 8-year-old can understand it.
And that's how I speak.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to talk about? Do you want to talk about basically what the day would look like with food? Okay, and then you can give it a shot, and I can give you some basic nutrition that would help you too. Nutraceuticals if you want, and we won't go in too deep. If you want, we can do a part 2 where you just start to take this information in, and then we'll just up our game. How's that?
Okay.
Is that good? Okay.
Do you have time to talk to my mom?
Well, I have time to talk to everybody's mom.
Well, my mom is 91, and
Almost 92.
she'll be 92 in December. However, she has got cardio or an aortic stenosis.
Okay, so understand something. Aortic stenosis means she's got calcium and scar tissue around the valve. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And just like if I had spinal stenosis, okay, that means that we have scar tissue and calcification, and you don't see the nerves running through the spine. And just know this, we can prove with spinal stenosis in one treatment that we can reverse it. In one treatment, we can prove we can reverse it. Now with your mother, if she wanted to, Marigen is expensive. It's a calcium ion therapy. If it's too expensive, get her on what's called Cardigan. It's half the price. But if she started taking either Marigen or Cardigan, I'd have her do it 3 times a day. Your mother does not have enough calcium ions. Your mother does not have enough trace minerals or oxygen getting to her heart. So there you go. Okay. Your mother is highly acidic, okay, because her bowels at 91 and she eats the average diet are so sluggish and toxic. And she has the same thing as you, leaky gut. She's just not got the weight, okay? And if you've noticed over the last few years, your mother is losing a lot of her muscle, yes or no?
She said yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. And that's because her diet is not high enough in vibration or nutrition. So, you know what I'd like to do?
What?
If you want to, I'll go through her diet, and I'll go through and we'll build a protocol for her in one session.
That'd be good.
I don't want to try to jam her in. Do you think she deserves her own little consult?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then what we'll do is you call me at 469-861-8884 when we're done this show, and I'll book your mother in, and we'll take it slow. We'll look at the food she's eating, and then we'll ask her what she's willing to change. And what she's not willing to change, we'll leave alone. What she's willing to change, we'll do, because we're not going to tell her what to do if she's not going to do it anyway.
Right.
Okay? All right? That's
Okay.
like people say to me, well, you know what? I was talking to a gentleman this morning, and he goes, I'm going to buy my mother a 3-month daily cleansing tea package. And, you know, she doesn't believe in anything I do. She won't do anything except drugs, but I'm going to buy it for her. And I go, don't do that. Make her 1 gallon of the tea, I said, and take it over to her, because she lives right next door to him, and tell her to drink an 8-ounce glass, you know, start off with a 4-ounce glass twice a day for 3 days and see how her bowels are moving. Then we'll up it. And daily cleansing tea, everybody should drink, whether you are a young child, whether you're an adult. And if people drank daily cleansing tea, did it twice a day, and they did black gold, guess what? 95% of all their problems wouldn't be there. Daily cleansing tea has no stimulants, no laxatives, but it'll cleanse the colon, the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, and the blood. You get that?
Yes.
Yeah. And so guess what? That's why, guess what? People that go and do a perfect day program with me, they never have to worry about parasites, heavy metals, bad bacteria, or fungus again. Because guess what? You're gently doing gentle, loving steps all day long. I mean, most of the natural health practitioners, I don't understand. I don't understand where they come from. Let people pile up until they feel sick, and then we're going to do a bowel cleanse, or we're going to do a liver cleanse, or we're going to do whatever.
Or
And then they make everybody do separate organ cleanses, and then everybody's exhausted. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Ridiculous. There's certain things we need to do, and if we just do a little bit every day and we create, and you just keep working on a perfect day strategy. I mean, where do you think United States of America would be, okay, or let's just say most of my family would be, if they actually strategized their day? Well, they wouldn't be getting sold off by the pound by the medical system and food corporations and the drug industry, would they? If they actually had a loving, caring strategy for themselves.
Right.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll build a program for her. Okay?
Okay.
So let's go back to you.
Okay.
And I'm not cutting her off because you know what? I will
That's
fit her in. I'll fit her in tomorrow or the next day. Okay?
Okay.
You know what? Here's what people want. Dr. Wolf, what? Can you just tell me, I know you're really busy, but just tell me in a couple of minutes how I can cure myself from this deadly disease I'm going to die of. You see a problem there?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's why I'm as fair as I can ever be. I charge $350 for a consult, and you get lifetime support. And we'll send you an hour audio, and that people can review, and then we go at the speed a person wants to. The problem is when people buy products or get consultations from most natural health practitioners, they can't catch them again. They can't ask them anything. And guess what? That's so wrong.
Because you can't go through the hoops to get a hold of them, yeah.
Well, I challenge every natural health practitioner out there, forget the medical doctors, but at least the natural health practitioners out there that give a money-back guarantee or go pack your tent and leave. Because the reality is, if you can't give a money-back guarantee and follow up with your patients, then nobody's going to get well, because everybody's been taught how to just be a consumer product. Okay? That's it. All right, so here we go. All right, so I'm only going to tell you right now what I would do if I was in your shoes.
Okay.
All right. So before I even open my eyes in the morning, okay, first thing before I open my eyes, I'm going to put a slight smile on.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if you can smile the rest of the show. Okay, everybody who's watching the show right now, I want you to see how long it takes for her to drop her smile. And you will find out that she's going to drop her smile in less than 30 seconds to a minute, because she is like everybody else, that she's not going to smile because guess what? We're all pissed off because, the whole financial thing, the health thing, the food thing, the everything. And it's like, piss off, I'm not going to smile. Okay? If our most powerful weapon is our slight smile. And if you did that, you would bring up your pH, you'd bring up your energy level, and you'd be getting rid of the dis-ease, not being at ease with life. So your slight smile actually changes your pH, and you can test it. As soon as you do this, you're now releasing, okay, the healthy, happy hormones. So everybody, watch how long she can hold her smile for, okay? All right? And then guess what? I guarantee you that after about a half an hour, your cheeks are going to get sore because those muscles aren't used to being used. All right? Then we know that we're already crippled, okay? And I'm not picking on her because we're all in the same boat. I'm no better than anyone else. I just want to have a better life than everybody else. That's what I want, okay? So first thing when you get up in the morning, before you even open your eyes, you're gonna put a slight smile on.
Okay.
Then you're gonna connect to the Lionheart breath, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. And if you can't do it, just get close to that. And then guess what? I want you to call me after tomorrow morning and tell me, if you go through this routine, how you felt when you got out of bed. And I guarantee you're gonna go, this is the happiest I've been getting out of bed for years. Okay, so then we've got the slight smile, we got the connected to the Lionheart breath. You're gonna reach over and you're gonna grab what's called the belly button therapy kit. Can somebody grab that for me, please? It's right there. While a show's on, I'd prefer if you sat right here. You understand? Right there. Get a chair, make yourself comfortable. Bring it right here, right here. Get a chair and bring it right here. Thank you. Okay, that's the best place. Then I don't have to have you running, right? Okay, all right. Thank you, Adrian. This is Adrian, everybody. Couldn't do without him. Okay, this is called a belly button therapy kit. Okay, all right, got it? See my little buddy?
Mm-hmm.
This goes in your belly button. Did you know that when you do belly button therapy, that you release more dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins than making love, doing any type of drug, any type of nutrition, even a happy event, you still dump more. And when you use belly button therapy, did you know that your stretch, you'll have a 20 to 25% more stretch in your body? Did you know that? Did you know that in 7 minutes you can stretch easier, your whole body, than doing an hour of yoga? Did you get that? That's how fast hormones move. Hormones and chemicals. That's how fast they move, by doing the belly button therapy. Okay? And when you do belly button therapy, even easy, you'll raise the temperature by 1 degree. You're killing infection in the body. If you do it more aggressively, you'll bring it up by 2 degrees. And they've actually done studies to show that you're actually reversing what they call cancer cells, and I call stage 4 inflammation cells. Okay? How we doing? Once you get yourself out of bed, first thing you're going to do is drink 16 ounces to 32 ounces of warm to hot, in between, structured water. Can I have a structured water unit? Okay, that's a shower. That's it. Okay, so this is a structured water unit. Okay. Don't mean to make this like a sales pitch, but this here has a 90-day money back. You can take tap water, distilled water, reverse osmosis, bottled water. You run it through this, you're protected. Your hydration value will go up 1,000%. It'll totally take away the surface tension. It'll get rid of any memory or frequency in it. And anything that's toxic, it will be blocked by a frequency. If you don't believe me, look up Dr. Gerald Pollack's work out of Washington State University, and it's a fact.
Do I need to heat the water then, or just?
Well, you can
Tap
heat
water.
the water and put the water through this, or just run the water from the tap into a container and heat the water up. Heat the water up that when you drink it, it's soothing. It's not burning you. It's not tepid. It's soothing. Okay? And what you want to do with that water, and remember, everything that I tell you, I want you to research. And when I bring you back on the show, you can say, well, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do that. Remember, you get to make choices. It's your life.
I'm going to do it.
I would put just a pinch of black diamond into that warm to hot water, and I would squeeze either a lemon. And remember, you don't have to buy organic lemons. The skin is thick enough that they didn't get to poison the inside. Okay, do you understand?
Okay.
And if you want, you can buy what's called essential oil of lemon, and you can just put 1 to 2 drops in, and 2 drops is a whole lemon, believe it or not, our essential oil of lemon. You don't have to buy ours, just do the lemon if you want. This here, he handed me a structure unit. This is a shower head. You screw this on and you put your whatever type of shower head you want on this unit. This will last you, well, both of these, they last forever. They never break down. And they both have a 90-day, every one of my structure units has a 90-day money back. And if you don't think that I was right and I exaggerated, just send it back. No questions asked. We'll refund your money. End of story. okay? So structured water, if a mosquito walked on it, it would drown. It has no surface tension. Structured water is what rainwater is, fast-moving rivers and waterfalls. Believe it or not, even if there's something in it, like, come on, look at little Billy spewing his chemtrails in the sky, and then we got all that acid rain. Why isn't it killing the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees? And why are the crops growing the same as they have been for 500 years? Because the water's structured. I win. So you can buy an expensive unit, or you can do this. And if you want to put a filter on, I've got a coconut filter under my sink. That's it. I don't filter any other water. So I've got this inexpensive coconut filter that I will filter the water, and then I'll structure it, okay? People can do whatever they want, you know, and just so you know, when you want to do a detox, okay, distilled water is great, but if you don't run it through a structure unit, guess what? There's no hydration. And what is hydratable water? Is structured water. And if you want to do your research, you'll find out that our Beyond Ormus minerals, electrolyte minerals, have the highest electrical charge of any minerals on the planet. They come from the runoff of the Antarctic, okay? And then the vegetation in the sea turns them from rock minerals into vegetable minerals. And we have third-party testing to show that we have the highest electrical charge of any minerals, and they're also ormus, so they work on the emotional body as well. And with that, I would like you to do 120 drops a day. Now, how important are
120
minerals?
drops of what?
Beyond Ormus minerals, electrolyte minerals. And understand, it says 40 on the bottle, and that would be for a child, okay? But for an adult, we're looking at 120, and if you do your homework, you'll find out that there is, every illness is a mineral deficiency first and foremost, okay? All right? Okay. And with your husband's Parkinson's, that's a big deal, just saying. All right, next. So we're going to start, and if you could do 16 to 32, and if you did 32 ounces, guess what? Wait till you see how your bowels move. Wait till you see how you can think clear, because you need to hydrate. Like when an animal gets up in the morning, an animal will go down to the river right away and gorge itself with water, and then have the biggest bowel movements and lighten the load for the day. And that's what we should be doing. And we don't do that, okay? All right, how are we doing?
Good.
Now, believe it or not, so what do you do for a living, can I ask you?
Well, we have an auction business. We have a livestock barn. We sell cattle. And then we also have raised background cattle. We have cow-calf crop or cow-calf operation, and also feeder calves.
You're busy.
On the farm.
You're busy, love.
Yes.
So all I'd like to say is this, is I would really love to put you on, and this is not everybody, but I would love to put you on seeded watermelon, okay? And I'm going to give you some other things.
Okay.
And I would do that with you for 7 to 10 days.
All right.
Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because the watermelon is really going to flush out your bowels, and it's really going to help your kidneys. I actually see you've got some kidney things going on.
You're right. Yes.
Your kidneys are already in trouble. Like they're in trouble.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay? All right.
What is this? You talking about just regular watermelon?
Watermelon with seeds.
Yeah, with seeds. Okay. I just
remember something. The seeds are like the organs of the fruit. The seeds are like they're the organs of the fruit.
Okay.
You don't want de-seeded nothing. If there's a watermelon and it's organic and it has no seeds, you can take that where the light doesn't shine.
Same with grapes, I heard you say.
If you give me one that's not organic and got seeds, I'm buying it.
Okay.
So just know that. The whole thing is a con job. Okay? All right.
Okay.
And understand something. When you get home, please wash it. Okay? Wash it. And do you have a juicer?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to juice the rind.
Okay.
or you can put it in a blender, but it'll be hard. You'll have to, no, it doesn't work well. Just
Yeah. A
juice the
juicer.
rind, blend the fruit with the seeds, just blend it really well, and then juice the rind, okay?
Okay.
And if you can pull this off for 7 to 10 days, I want you to come back on the show. And what I'm going to do today is I'm only going to give you what to do for 7 to 10 days. Are you with me so far, or
Yes.
no?
Got me a list. I've got a
no,
list.
but are you okay with this? Are you going to follow
Yes.
through?
Yes, but I don't. This minerals, I don't have it with me.
No. You don't
Okay.
wait for that stuff. You can order that when we get
Okay.
done. When we get done here, I'm going to give you some things to order. But when is a good time to heal?
Now.
Right now. And
That's
understand,
right.
Dr. Wolf, I don't have your products. Okay, well, they're not products, they're nutraceuticals. I guarantee you that I have the highest vibrational supplements on the planet, if you want to call them that. But they're not supplements, they're nutraceuticals. You'll see when you start taking them. But I'm gonna give you just a few things. I'm just gonna give you a few things to do. You can order those right away when they come in 3 or 4 days. Start with those, but just do this, okay?
Okay.
If you really cannot just keep doing the watermelon, so you can juice the watermelon. You can make watermelon popsicles, and I would tell you to do that so that we can have the little girl and you come out and play. Does anybody notice that smile didn't stay? Okay, all right, let's keep going. Okay, all right. So we're gonna eat the watermelon. We're gonna juice the watermelon. We're gonna make watermelon popsicles. That's your main diet.
Okay.
And I want you to go 7 to 10 days. And I want you to check in with me every day. Call me.
And no food other than that?
What?
No food other than that, or just?
Let me get to it. No, I don't want anything else, okay? If you really need to have a change, then get organic strawberries or blueberries from Costco, and then do a blender drink, and you can use coconut water or water. You're not using anything else. And I would order the structure water unit. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
I've already got it ordered.
Okay, and then let me think here. What else do I want?
The black gold I've got, or let's see what
And
else.
then you're going to put black gold if you make the blender drink. And when you do the watermelon, you're going to put black gold in it, okay? So
Okay.
black gold goes in your blender drink of watermelon, goes in your blender drink of either just blueberries or strawberries with just water or coconut water. You can buy coconut water, okay? That's it. That's it. We don't need more. Okay? Trust me on this. And if you're feeling a little dizzy, I need you to kick in more of the Beyond Ormus minerals. Okay? I also need you to buy the daily cleansing tea. Okay?
I've got that ordered too.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
The belly button thing too.
And I want you to buy a clapper.
I got that ordered too.
And I want you to buy the Ultimate Coffee Enema Kit.
I didn't get that. Okay.
I want you to buy the Ultimate Coffee Enema Kit. Make sure you get 3 bags of the green organic coffee. Oh my God. You know what, everyone? If she had all this, but even though you don't, wait till you see. We're going to come back here in 10 days, and we're going to put both shows together. Okay, at the end of this, we'll splice them together, and she won't even look like or talk like or feel like the same woman. Okay? All right? And we're just going to give her a piece of what she could have, because God is great and her body's amazing, and we're going to back off on the eating. And understand something, okay? Your husband could do this too.
It would benefit him.
Yeah, but you know, I'm already picking up on him. And I'll just say it because that'll cause a challenge. He won't make it a day, okay? All right? And understand something. You've got to have purpose. You've got to have purpose. You've got to have dreams. And then you've got to take lots of vitamin C, which is courage, okay? And then we can pump up the vitamin L, which is the self-loving and care, and we move on this. So you're not being selfish with this program, but I need you for 10 days to focus on this program. And I need you to understand that, guess what? You need to let everybody know, okay, that uses you like one big nipple, okay, that you're denippling them for 10 days. And that you
Okay.
need to make sure that I also want you to go and I want you to do the pelvic squats. I want you to do the crab stretch. I want you to do belly button therapy 3 times a day. First thing in the morning, halfway through the afternoon. You will do a little belly button therapy, and then you're actually going to go and shut your eyes for just 10 minutes. And you're going to put a slight smile on, and you're going to go, how did I become so beautiful? And that's all you're going to say to yourself, and you're going to rest for 10 minutes, and then you're going to get up, and then you're going to continue back onto this, okay? And whenever you're feeling a little bit flustered, you are going to go to the bathroom because you might have to run away from someone, and you're just going to sit on the toilet, and you're just going to connect to the Lionheart breath and put a slight smile on and go, how did I get so healthy? Because you're going to start realizing that our relationships with our families are dysfunctional.
Yes.
And you are not judging anyone, picking on anyone. We were all set up. We have people that love you and your family, but we have programs that just aren't working. Okay?
Yes.
All right?
All right. So call you tomorrow? Is that what you said?
Yeah, you're going to check in with me every day.
Okay.
Okay? And this is all, let me think. I just got to make sure that as soon as you get the Ultimate Coffee Enema Kit, I need you to kick that in. And we're going to do an Ultimate Coffee Enema every day for 20 days. And you're going to be really cleaned out good by the time it gets there. You're really cleaning out, so the liver will dump really well. And if ever you do an Ultimate Coffee Enema and you feel like, I feel like an hour later, I feel kind of nauseous, like maybe I just loosened up some really old poop in me. Then you're just going to do a warm water, okay, structured water, warm water enema with a little bit of black diamond in it, just a third of a teaspoon in an enema, and move it warm to hot water and put it in, and that'll flush out any of that really.
A third of a teaspoon of what?
You're going to have some stuff come out of you that's probably 10 years old, okay?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you said.
Remember, anybody that's coughing up mucus from here, you're filling up with SHIT from the bottom up.
So what did you say? A third of something else you put with the water?
Oh, black diamond. Remember the black diamond we put in our drinking water?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're just going to put a third of a teaspoon in the quart of warm structured water.
Okay.
For an enema. That's only if we feel nauseous, like after we did the enema, because we've dumped a lot of waste and we've loosened stuff off the walls. We're just going to, you're going to feel better. Now, here's the deal. One last thing. You see, it's not a lot that I gave you, is it? Okay? So, and remember, everybody's different. What I gave you, I wouldn't give your husband. But he can do this. But it's not what I would give him. Because his mind doesn't move like that. His mind doesn't move. He actually is running a program that says this is as good as it gets. And you're running a program that says, forget this. This is going,
exactly right.
and
You're
I'm changing. So, there, you know, 2 different personalities, right?
Right.
Okay.
Very much so.
Now, when we get going here, by the 3rd or 4th day, you're going to go, this isn't in my large intestine. I feel sick to my stomach. Please just go look at therapeutic vomiting. And then you call me tomorrow, and then I'll take the time if you want after you read it. And I'll explain to you why if you do therapeutic vomiting and you heal your stomach and you heal your large intestine, your small intestine will completely heal because the front door and the back door have just gotten healed. Okay? You have no idea. You know, I've got people that have had the worst diseases, even though there is no diseases, because the sicknesses that people have are dependent on their personalities.
I agree there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, so how much BS have you swallowed from your family, from the world?
A lot.
Okay. So if you feel nauseous and it's right here underneath your left of your ribs, and you can feel that nauseousness right here, you're not looking for the enema. You're looking for 3 glasses of structured, warm water, 16 ounces each, with just a small pinch of black diamond, because black diamond sucks up the acid. And if you were to drink one of those 16 ounces and it feels like your stomach is maybe 60% full of water, you're going to start jiggling it, right, with your hands, jiggling it, or you're going to get a massager and vibrate it. And then guess what? You're just going to keep doing it, and guess what happens? You already were feeling nauseous. Then you're going to take 2 fingers, put them in your mouth. The thumb is underneath your jaw, but you're going to go read about this. Download the pdgfree.com guide, Perfect Day Guide, pdgfree.com, and that's where you're going to find all your information of everything I told you today.
Is that in that big book too?
That's
that big book?
Yeah, this one here.
I ordered that, yes.
Well, yeah, and guess what, everyone? It's 50% off until we sell 100, because it usually sells for $95. And I'm telling you right now, you're not going to find anything like this. When you get it, you tell me what you think of it, okay?
Okay.
All right? So you're going to put 2 fingers in the back of your throat, underneath, and you're going to push your tongue down. And when you start to have saliva and feel nauseous and you do that, because you've done that, guess what? Now, people, don't take this wrong. It's going to be orgasmic. It's going to come out. No burning of the throat, no burning of the mouth. And you are going to feel aches and pains in your body. You can feel pains that you've had for years, and they will be gone. Issues in the tissues. Let me tell you, from a pimple to a tumor, it's only a storage shed for the emotional and the toxins. That's it. Everything is stored. You know, every dis-ease, every pain, and understand something. Whenever you feel pain, whenever you have swelling, whenever you have redness, whenever you have heat, whenever you have redness, or I said that twice, redness, heat, swelling, stiffness, okay? All right? You've got a block. It's an emotional block or a calcium block or a scar tissue block. And everything we're doing is to start to help to dissolve this, because all scar tissue in the body is the absence of spirit energy, electrical energy. It's the absence of circulation, and it's tissues dehydrated. And that's where beef jerky is. And people who you can have lesions in your brain, scar tissue, adhesions in your abdomen, okay? Or you can have surgery, which causes more scar tissue than anything else. And guess what? It can all be reversed, and you won't even see the scar. When you return circulation, you can't even see the scar from the surgery. It will be gone. Because understand, a scar is lack of circulation, lack of electrical conductivity. And I'm still waiting for someone to come on and challenge me with all my BS, okay? All right. What do you think?
I was looking at my list of paper here that I've got all this wrote down on, but
Well, you know what? Just remember
I think
this.
I got the most of
Just
it.
remember this. We just did this. So it's live on Facebook. It'll be on Telegram tomorrow. It'll be on YouTube. It's going to be on so many different channels. But if you go to Dr. Darrell Wolf on Facebook, you can go watch it and then take your time and go through it really slowly.
Okay.
How's that?
That sounds great.
Go through it, and you'll find out we didn't really do a lot. We just said enough, and yeah.
I'm pointed in the right direction, though. I needed something like this. I really did. Because I was third at
take a picture of yourself, frontal view, side view, back view, and take a picture of your face, and then in 10 days, we'll take another picture and wait till you see what you got. We'll see what you got, okay?
All right.
That's
Thank you.
That's how fast your body's going to come around. Okay? All right?
Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're so welcome. You can hang around if you want. I don't know if there's any questions on here, but I'm going to take a look right now. So where do we get Tesla glasses? Go to docofdetoxstore.com.
Is there a certain kind of glasses, size-wise, to the Teslas?
Well, yeah, there's even, you know what, a lot of people have smaller faces will actually get the children's glasses. They're even less expensive, and you can actually go like this with them because they're really they're really durable. Where are they? Can you? Yeah, here. These are the ones I have on now, and then I have some other ones that are aviators. There's orange pair, a blue pair. Look at these. These are children's, but a lot of women will wear them, or people who wear glasses will get the children's pair. Watch. And they'll put the children's, like these children's pair fit me. Look at this. See this?
Yeah.
They fit me. And they fit a little child. So they're really cool. And then they'll put on their eyeglasses. See?
Yeah.
Right? So that's
Right.
what a lot of people do.
Okay.
All right? And believe it or not, you'll feel it. And I know people don't want to believe me when I say this, but blue light is the most damaging toxicity on the planet today. It is the most. And meanwhile, everybody's doing it and consuming so much of it. That's why I'm saying people are ridiculous if they think that the world's getting healthier, because it's not. And you could be on your computer from the minute you get up until you go to bed. And if you're drinking structured water, a little bit of black diamond, if you're eating the way I told you to eat, you will not have burning eyes. You won't have, I'm exhausted, burnt out. You won't feel sore. Your mouth won't be burning. You will have just healed your brain all day long. This here, let me say this. These are fluorine lenses. Do you know what C60 is? I have what's called hemp oil, miracle molecule C60, and I have another one called MCT C60, and that is the strongest antioxidant in the world, 270 times stronger than vitamin C, and you can take that orally. But guess what? That blue light, even though it's the most toxic light on the planet, it actually is now, when it comes through these glasses, it becomes the most healing light on the planet. How crazy is that? This was invented by Tesla. Have you ever heard of flower of life or Fibonacci sequence or anything? Well, that's what these glasses are made out of. Okay, if you do some research, you'll understand. Okay, you know, I might just start wearing these little suckers. What do you think? How do they look?
They look good.
You know what? I'm going to start doing it for fun. Yeah, and then we got these. See, this will probably match my shirt even better. There you go.
Yes.
And now I'm Elton John. Okay, I think I'm going to start doing it for fun. We got to have some fun, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. But wait till you start wearing them. You're going to see what I said. And guess what else? If you go into an airport or go into anywhere with all that blue light, guess what? It's not going to bother you at all. And here's the thing. You ever get a little bit of a headache?
Sometimes.
Guess what? You put these on and it goes away. Like that. Like that. Okay? All right? Yeah. So you know what? It's one thing to tell people, but it's another thing to actually get them to do something and they feel it right away. Like you will feel it right away. You'll feel a calmness come over you. You'll feel more at peace with yourself. And that's the thing. Whether you believe it or not, blue light is making people aggressive. It's making people angry. And it's destroying relationships. People with themselves and with their family. Okay, Christine says, a happy spirit is a fabulous and a goal for all that is good. Absolutely. It truly is. Okay. How about family members that put up rules when you don't agree with them? Well, first of all, if there was like family members making rules that made everybody feel more loved and happy and it keeps the place high vibrational, I say that's good. And if people are putting up rules and it makes you feel confined, just let them lovingly know you're not going to follow the rules because you're not going to. You know, here's the deal. Can I tell you? Politicians, psycho-millionaires, billionaires, and people who are in authority over us, they all go to training that even if you got caught doing something, even if you're absolutely wrong, all you got to do is stay calm and have a slight smile. And even if the other person is right, all you got to do is just not lose your you know what. Okay? And even if you are wrong, they'll be wrong because they will lose their you know what. And that's the thing, right? Just remember, everyone, when you find things in your life that upset you, you put that car into neutral. You put it into neutral. You don't let yourself emotionally lose it. Okay? Listen, I can stay really calm and go, understand something. I don't appreciate the way you talk to me, and no, I'm not going to do that. You don't have to do, leave me there, because then right away, you know what? You're the crazy one. And understand something. People that like to control people, they love to get the people that they're controlling to lose it. Okay? Because you walk away thinking you're the psycho. And understand something. I've lived with people like that, and I don't live like that anymore. And I don't. That's just not in my house. If you lived in my house, you would love to live in my house. Everybody is loved, honored, and respected, and they need to love. If the person loves, honor, and respects themselves, they're going to do it for others. If they're not doing it for themselves, they're doing it for no one else. So don't think that anybody's ever trying to hurt you. Just understand they're hurting themselves, and you're getting in the way. Yeah, but it's my husband or it's my wife. Understand something. You should have left a long time ago. All right. How may I schedule a consult and how much does it cost? I'm a whopping $350. You get lifetime support. You get an hour consultation. I'll send you the audio. You can call me as often as you want. I know you don't believe me, but understand something. We're going to cut to the chase, and you'll be surprised. You're not as sick as you think you are. Okay, you only think you're sick because everybody else out there is running you in circles. Okay, how would you feel if you go to this practitioner? Please don't get me wrong, anyone. But guess what? We're the only people that I know of to give a money-back guarantee on body work. That we will accomplish more with Wolf non-surgical and cell sonic regeneration than everything you've ever done combined. Understand, tell me I'm wrong. You go to a chiropractor, he adjusts you, and you got to go back 3 days later. You go and you get a massage that only feels good for a few hours. How am I doing? Okay, so understand something. You're either going to deal with the scar tissue, the displaced calcium, you're going to bring down the inflammation, you're going to rid the body of the infection, or you're going nowhere. Okay? Anyways, yeah, it's $350, and like I said, lifetime support. Okay? What's good to control high blood pressure and cholesterol? Well, first of all, nobody needs to control cholesterol. Okay? People do not die because of high cholesterol. Okay? And the other thing is guess what? Are you ready for this? Can we just put this and slam dunk this? And if there's a medical doctor out there right now, can you go grab me my phone, the red one? 469-861-8884. Give me a call and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. 100 years ago, they took a high cholesterol reading had to be 350 or more. They went and brought it down to 250 or 220. Everybody, did you know that who lives the longest on this planet? People with high cholesterol. Thank you very much. Okay, so understand something. You just got sucker punched, and here's my red phone if you want to challenge me. You just got sucker punched, and guess what? The more cholesterol you have in your body, the more acidic you are, the more inflamed you are. And if you don't have that cholesterol to goop up those cracks that you're creating in your arteries, then when your body's pulling in tons of calcium from your bones, it can actually pierce that thinning out where the crack is in your artery. Then you'll have a blood clot, and that's called a heart attack or a stroke. For God's sakes, do your homework. Do your homework. You could have cholesterol up to 350. And if they tell you that you need cholesterol drugs, okay, I'm telling you right now that guess what? You're going to be senile. There's only one side effect of statin drugs, and that is that you no longer make any cholesterol, and it blocks cholesterol, which means that your brain, okay, that is mainly made out of cholesterol, myelin, is going to shrivel up like a raisin. You're not going to have the cholesterol, which is the myelin sheath around your nerves, so you're going to end up with nervous system disorders, even Parkinson's, thank you very much, okay? And the other thing is guess what? Your heart's going to go out of whack, your eyesight's going to go, because cholesterol is a hormone that we all need, and I call BS. And understand something, she said high blood pressure, guess what? Do the daily cleansing tea, black gold, do an ultimate coffee enema for 10 days, you don't even know what high blood pressure is. You won't have it. You only have high blood pressure because you've got pressure. I already told you, you've got a fecal block, a fecal waste block. You've got a twisted colon because of an adhesion. You've got displaced calcium. You've got scar tissue in your body. And that's the only time you feel pressure. You won't feel pressure, okay, unless you've got a calcium block, a scar tissue block, or a fecal block, or a twist due to inflammation, and that's in your intestines. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Okay? All right? And high blood pressure, people who get high blood pressure and they freak out all the time, okay. Has anybody noticed that the people that go to the doctor and check their blood pressure every day are going psycho? They're just psycho? And do you know what happens when you go to check your blood pressure every day? Your blood pressure goes up before you check it because you have anxiety because you're worried about your blood pressure going up. How does it feel to be psycho? The whole world's going psycho. I don't know what to do. Do you? Why don't you have a good poo? Because that's one of the biggest things. Daily cleansing tea, black gold. Do an ultimate coffee enema for 10 days. You won't have high blood pressure. Okay? Understand something. All right? We're back to don't worry, we'll look after you. Well, yeah, right, you will. Okay? Don't worry about anything until you're broken, and then when you do come, we'll fix you. Nobody's going to fix you. Okay? That was the fix. The fix is in. Okay? All right? Well, I guess that's it, eh? Not a lot of questions today, but I'll tell you something. You better question authority. You better question me. You better question everything about me. And before you go and say anything on my platforms or tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, go do your homework and then come on my show and prove it. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you something. You're all beautiful. But guess what? Your subconscious, it doesn't think. The subconscious is 90% of your brain. It just plays programs like a computer. So the more dysfunctional your programs are, the more dysfunctional you're going to be. And did you know that the main program that the subconscious actually runs until you become a braveheart for yourself is fear. So anytime that you hear something that is like different from what you play every day, your mind's going to go, no, we're not allowing anything, even if it's going to save your life. Because I don't know what that is, that self-love, that self-care. We're going to keep on running this abuse program, this self-abuse, this self-suffering program, because it's the only thing we know. And maybe you're not dead yet, okay? You're not dead yet, and you may not be healthy, but you're not dead yet. That's what your subconscious says. Understand something. Just know this. The majority of the population has never been right, okay? If you see somebody breaking away from the line and running across the field, you might want to follow them, okay? All right? And understand something. You are amazing, and you've been created by God, so you need to start acting like it, okay? You need to start acting like it. You were created to create. 3, 2, 1, you were created to create, okay? Now what I'd like to do is, if I could, I'm just going to go through our slideshow, and I'm just going to go through what's going on this week. Of course, guess what? Okay, we have a cleansing and weight loss sale. I mean, that was just coincidental that we did this consult today. It matches this. It's up to 40%, everyone. It's not long, Sunday, July the 13th. Does anybody remember Simone Gold? She was the woman who, the doctor standing with all the other doctors with the white coats on, okay, and they were standing outside the hospital saying, we will not vaccinate. We will not vaccinate. And she stood up for the whole of America. Well, she's coming on with Dr. Dana H. Granberg, and they're coming on live with, guess what, 18 other doctors, medical doctors, talking about how they're going to be bridging over from medical to natural, and we're all going to come together. Oh my gosh, what a great thing that would be, right? Listen, people are not bad. Our belief systems are bad, and we've all been programmed, and nobody's been programmed more than a medical doctor. And understand something, people are waking up. Do not judge people, okay? People are good. They have bad beliefs, so be patient, okay? And be understanding with yourself and everyone else. But we have to come together as a Braveheart family. So, Sunday, July the 13th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday, we'll be doing a Q&A. Well, I won't, but Simone Gold and Dr. Dana H. Granberg Nil will be on, and they'll be doing one on Monday and one on Tuesday. One on Monday is from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. On Tuesday, 7 to 10 p.m. And guess what? Go get the Zoom link from BHN University. Come on and talk live to these women, okay? They're going to rock your world, okay? You want to talk to awakened medical doctors? Well, we just brought you some. Okay. These are all the new things that are coming up, guys. Gold Care with Dr. Granberg Nil, okay? And then July the 19th, Rock with the Doc of Detox. That would be me. And I will be here on Saturday morning for you. And I will be here on Saturday morning, I think it's 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'm here for 4 hours. And I will answer all your questions, anything that you have. You want to challenge me? Go right ahead and do it, okay? August the 6th, Heal Yourself, Heal Your Family. That is a night Q&A I do, and that's 3 hours long, and it starts at 7 Eastern Standard Time. September 6th, another Rock with the Doc. And then on October 5th, it's a Quantum Power Pack Healing Seminar. But also, I just remembered, we are doing a World Without Cancer, okay? And, brought to you by the B-17 bomber, and it's a World Without Cancer with John Richardson and 18 other scientists, doctors, and researchers on how are we going to build a world without cancer, okay? And that will be on, it's not on here, but it will be September the 21st, okay, everyone? And then October the 5th, Quantum Power Pack Healing. We're going to bring on all kinds of energy medicine, different things, and people who are in the energy medicine field and talk about quantum healing, okay? And then October 26th, Jim Gale from Food Forest Abundance is bringing 18 people on talking about sovereignty, talking about permaculture, electroculture, how to turn your lawn into a food forest, how to go off-grid. Oh, there's going to be so much, all right? And then November the 16th, we're going to talk about super soldier immunity and what is the difference between supplements and nutraceuticals. And we are going to have 18 different speakers on for that. All right? We're also taking a look at it's what you drink, it's what you eat, and we're going to take a look at live foods, and we're looking to put a world event together with people like Sherry the Juice Lady, which everybody knows her around the world, and bringing everybody on and doing what is like a raw food, delicious dessert, how to make raw foods, how to do juicing, okay, how to do advanced water fasting. We're going to have a total raw food energy medicine day like that as well we're working on right now, okay? I just got to settle myself down and get all these people together. You know, sometimes it's not that easy. It's like herding cats, okay? Because all of these people that we get on, they're so busy to begin with. And also, guys, just know this. one day we probably won't be on all of these platforms, okay? I just got my notice this weekend, and it said that if I have one more infraction, I'm kicked off of Facebook forever. But download my BHN app, seriously. We're not going to try to market to you. It's the largest self-care, healthcare app in the world, bhnapp.com. Okay, you're going to be able to see everything and get everything there. And also, I was just asked to be on CUE, and it is a huge platform. So I'm going to be doing all my live shows there. I'm still in the approval stage, but you might want to check out CUE as well, CUE, all right? The BHN app, like I said, download it. Understand, you're not going to get marketed to. When you see all the beautiful things that we've given you and given to you for free, this app, by the time we finish this app, I spent $250,000, and it was over the last 5 years. It's been out for 1 year, and right now we just hired a company to build the most efficient fasting app in the world, and it will be inside the BHN app, okay? Listen, guys, we got your back, okay? We got your back, all right? Braveheart Nation, this is all the different things on the app. You can take a look at it. There's so many beautiful things that are built for you because we love you and we don't need to know you, okay? All right? Dr. Sage Wolf is on his way to St. Louis, Missouri. He'll be doing Wolf non-surgical, sonic regeneration, cardio med bed, thermography, which is more accurate than any x-ray. And there also, you don't have the radiation, and it'll tell you where you're going to be in 7 years. And then he's also doing consults July the 6th to July the 15th, St. Louis, Missouri. Go to BHN University and you'll see who to call. Like in this case, it's Tim, okay? And then he'll be in Montreal, same thing, doing the same thing, all these treatments. If you want to book, call Christine in Montreal. It's the first time Dr. Wolf has ever been there. And then this is his whole itinerary of our courses. The women's pelvic course is going to be starting in, I think it's June the 27th. Yes, June the 27th it's starting, and it's a 3-day masterclass, women, if you live in Calgary. And then Ixtapa Zihuatanejo will have the Whole Life Health certified October 29th, and Wolf non-surgical certified, and then the women's pelvic restoration. That's Ixtapa Zihuatanejo, Mexico. And then we'll be doing another one, okay, in January in Ixtapa, and then we're going to be in Los Angeles, where we're going to do in February the Whole Life Health certified Wolf non-surgical and women's pelvic restoration course there as well, if you want to check it out. I'll also be speaking at the Whole Life Conscious Expo. There's 10,000 people coming through there, and I'll be there. I'm one of the main speakers, and that'll be in February as well. And we'll have more information on that. And you can come to our booth, and we're going to be doing, just 3 to 5 minutes on people, showing them the non-surgical. We'll be doing the cell sonic regeneration, and you can come and check us out and give us a big fat hug. What do you think of that? Okay, so go to BHN University for that. I'm in Ixtapa Zihuatanejo, and myself and Alex and Maria and a couple of other practitioners, we run the DoD 5-star healing retreat here in Ixtapa. Go to DoD5star.com and let us bring the thunder down for you, okay? We're also opening another one up in St. Cloud, Florida, United States. And that'll be opening up in the beginning of February, and that will be run by Dr. Sage Wolf. And there, that's Jim Gale's property, Food Forest Abundance. So we'll be able to house up to 24 people. We've got Airbnbs there. You can go out in the morning or afternoon, and you can pick your own food, and then you can cook it at home. He shows you that if you come on my show, or you can go fishing if you want, and you go catch yourself a largemouth bass, and then you can cook that. Anyways, we are going to be doing Whole Life Health certified, Wolf non-surgical certified, and a pelvic restoration 3-day course, and we'll be doing that in June the 23rd in St. Cloud, Florida. Okay? All right? All right. These are all the programs we're on. If you want to check us out, if you want to check our shows, this is all the places you can download our audios. And we have 3 fulfillment centers: America, Canada, Australia, and we ship all over the world. And those of you who want to actually save money and make a little bit of money, you can join us at docofdetoxpartner.com, and you will be paid a commission by sharing your affiliate link. Those of you who are already in the health business, if you'd like, you can actually become a wholesaler if you call me or if you email office.docofdetox@gmail.com. Okay? And check us out, everyone. DODpowerpack.com. Please go there. If you've ever thought about becoming a health practitioner, I will show you the most powerful clinic. That's right. It's called the DODpowerpack.com clinic. And I'm going to show you between Wolf Non-Surgical, knowing how to become a whole life coach, nutritionally, emotionally, sonic regeneration, cardio med bed, okay? You're going to leave here after you take our courses, and you're going to give a money back guarantee for the work you do. And I'm going to cover that money back guarantee because we do have the most powerful system. And just know this, everyone. If you want to go and find a Power Pack clinic, go to DODpowerpack.com and find someone near you. Okay? All right? And just know that we have financing for the cardio med bed and the sonic regeneration if you go to DODpowerpack.com. And if you want to take our courses, we have financing at bhnuniversity.com if you'd like to take our Whole Life Health Certified, Wolf Non-Surgical Certified, okay, or even our Pelvic Restoration 3-day masterclass. All right? And like I said, I run the DOD5star.com World Health and Healing Clinic here in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico. If you want, check it out online and you'll see that it's a beautiful thing, okay? All right? And Dr. Sage Wolf will travel anywhere around the world to certify you personally at Wolf Non-Surgical, or he'll teach your family how to do it. Get in touch with us if you're interested. This is all the prices for all our courses. $4,000 for the Whole Life Health Certified. That's American dollars for Americans, Canadian for Canadians, Australians, it's their dollar. And guess what? If you're in Mexico and you're a resident here and you are actually a Spanish person who was born in Mexico, you're going to pay the same amount equivalent to the country. Okay? All right? We leave nobody behind. Okay? So the Wolf Non-Surgical is $5,000, and then the New World Practitioner is $8,000. You save $1,000 if you're doing both. The Pelvic Restoration is $11.97. It's a 3-day course only for women. Okay? And if you're interested in a perfect day consult, give me a call. You can get a consult from one of my practitioners for $150 if you go to Doc of Detox consultation page, or you can call me for $350, okay? And that's lifetime support, everyone. All right? And this is just some of our Braveheart clothing. Please check it out. I think you're going to like what we've got to say, okay? We've got sweaters, we got t-shirts, okay? We've got hats, okay? And we're going to be bringing water bottles pretty soon. And like I said, check out and download our Perfect Day Guide, pdgfree.com, guys. It's yours. We're not going to market to you. We're only going to let you know when we're doing events, if you'd like to join, or when there's a sale on. That's all we'll ever do, okay? All right? And the Healthy to 100 book, this is the first book, the first real book I wrote, and it's got a lot of personal things in it. You're going to find it very humorous. Well, when you talk about poop, what do you think, eh? So if you want to learn the scoop on poop, if you want to learn how we were programmed to just get old and get sick and how you can turn that around, an 8-year-old can understand this. It's called Healthy to 100. You can download it for free if you go to pdgfree.com, or you can buy it for $15, okay? All right? So remember, self-care is the only health care. And self-love, try it out. I guarantee you. You know what? All you're going to do is feel really good about yourself. You know what? If you had unconditional love for yourself, you would have perfect health. Oh my gosh. All right? We are light energy, magnetic, frequency beings, and you better respect that fact. And depending on where you vibrate will depend on your health and your wealth. You think about that, okay? So learn how to fly. First, love yourself. And just know that we are Braveheart Nation, and we are stronger when we rise together. And you will never, ever be able to have unconditional love for the rest of our brothers and sisters on this planet until you have it for yourself. And that's that. Okay? So remember that authenticity is 40 times stronger than love. So find your true self, find your authentic self. All right? And understand this. I am love, I am healed, and I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment that I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will always trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Okay? So help me God. Because I can. I am love and I am healed. And I am Braveheart. 3, 2, 1. We're stronger when we come together. God bless.